Welcome to Victory IAS and to the another session on cheetah issues. Now in this session we will discuss death of cheetahs at Kuno National Park. 20 cheetahs from African countries, 8 from Namibia, 12 from South Africa imported into India in Kuno National Park. But due to adaptation problem, some of the cheetahs were died. So how the death of the cheetahs happened and what are the consequences, what the initiatives government took, that we will see in this session. Okay. So cheetah's death at Kuno National Park. Shaurya, a cheetah that was translocated from Namibia, passed away at Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So the cheetah was a male. It was a male cheetah, died inside its enclosure. A male cheetah died inside its enclosure in Kuno National Park. It is 7th death among 20 Namibian, means among 20 African cheetahs. Since the coalition of cheetahs were first released into the park in September 2022. So the death of the cheetah, means this is 7th death, means already 6 were died. So 7 of the cheetahs which came from Africa have been died. 5 died while still in captivity, 2 are in the wild. 5 died within their house, but 2 died in the wild, in forest. Okay, so let us see what are the reasons behind cheetah's death now. And Pavan, a cheetah from South Africa and Namibia, died, marking 8th fatality. Means 7th death. 7th death was Shaurya. 8th death was Pavan. Okay. According to forest officials from Madhya Pradesh, one more cheetah has died. So that is 10th death, again we will see now. Okay. So the preliminary cause of the death is due to drowning. So the cheetah was drawn into the water. The cheetah drawn into water, so it's died. So this was free-ranging cheetah to have survived in the Kuno. With this death, KNP left with only 24 cheetahs. So after this death, KNP left with only 24 cheetahs. We imported 20 cheetahs, but they given birth to some cubs. So the cheetah population neutral at 24 now. So including 12 adults and 12 cubs. So out of this 24, 12 are adults, 12 are cubs. Means kids. 12 are adults like parents, mother or father. Okay. Again, 10th death, another Namibian cheetah dies in Madhya Pradesh, Kuno National Park. That is 10th death. So we told 7th death is Shaurya. Okay. 8th is Pavan. Now 10th also happened. 10th death also happened. So let's see why the cheetah are dying. Why the cheetah are dying in Kuno National Park. Let us see the reasons behind it. Okay. 10th death also happened in cheetahs. So why did the cheetahs die? There are variety of reasons, causes attributed to the death of the 7 adults and 3 cubs. Total 10 cheetahs were died. In these 3 are cubs. 3 cubs may die because they can't adjust with the heat or anything, any problem when they born like that. So 7 adults were died. So role of radio collars. So radio collar is a belt like thing. It tied in the neck of the cheetah to monitor it when it is moving from one area to another area inside the forest. Due to these radio collars also, some of the cheetahs were died. That is the doubt of the experts in this issue. Let us see what is this radio collar in detail now. Before going to it, let us try to understand what are the other possible causes of cheetah deaths inside Kuno National Park. Okay, so some people say radio collars are not the underlying reason for the deaths because They are just they provide micro environment conductive for them to thrive in cases of suspectable insects or bacteria. Whatever the bacteria or insects are available in the forest in the Kuno National Park, they must not affect the cheetah. So they provide the micro environment, radio collars provide the micro environment so that they are saved from the insects or cheetahs or parasites, whatever it is available in the national park. That is some experts argument. Some experts argue that radio colors are the main reason behind cheetah's death. So we will discuss in detail about radio colors. Before going to that, the other factors we have to analyze here. The first cheetah which was died perished due to renal condition. So the first cheetah died inside the national park because of renal condition. Okay, means this is some health problem cheetah got. So immediately maybe due to eye problem. So if cheetah has eye problem, what happened? It will be jumped into some mud, jumped into water. It might be jumped on some harmful trees having nails. So anything might happen. And one of the females died when authorities attempted to get the cheetah to mate. Some female cheetahs died because in mating. Authorities tried to mate them with male cheetah so that they will get new cubs. In that case, the female cheetah is not willing to mate, refused to. In that case also the female died. The small cubs are died due to heat wave conditions in India, because the African weather is different, Indian weather is different. So heat wave, they can't tolerate the heat inside India. Even the humans can't tolerate 42 to 46 degrees weather in peak summer in April or May. Even people can't tolerate, they will get several diseases. They will be hit with sunrise. Some old people will hit by sunrise. Then how the imported cheetahs will survive this heat weather? That is a question here. And additionally, 3 of the 4 cubs have died. Only remaining cub is being hand reared as mother has rejected. Means one mother given birth to 4 cubs. 4 cubs. Out of it, 3 cubs are died due to heat condition. One more cub, the mother don't want to rise. So authorities are rising it by hand. Okay. So one of the male reported to have died due to cardiopulmonary failure. Means it is one type of heart disease a male cheetah got. Then it's died due to that condition. So the ultimate cause has still not been determined. What is the main reason of cheetah death at Kuno National Park? That is not yet clearly understood to the experts now. So the last 3 deaths occurred during the monsoon. So the final verdict, when there are several conflicting reports regarding the cause of their deaths, no definite cause has been shared in the public domain. Already I told you this. Means there is no particular reason regarding the cheetah's death that is told by the authorities. They can't estimate what is the exact reason behind the cheetah deaths. Okay, so unfortunate cheetah deaths, unexpected. Cheetah project anticipated high mortality. Actually, the government officials expected high mortality from the cheetah project. They expected the African cheetah should survive inside India and they should be good here. But what happened? The death of the cheetahs happening here. Okay, the criteria for the project short-term success was only 50% survival of introduced cheetahs for only first year. Means if they expected, suppose they introduced 20 cheetahs into the wild, they expected at least 10 cheetahs should live. Means 50% mortality is expected. So out of 20, 10 was died, but cubs were born. So the cheetah population is 24 now. So some authorities feel this as a satisfactory number regarding the cheetahs. So the MP government set 6-month deadline for readying Gandhi Sagar, so Chambal River Valley in Mandasur and Nimach districts for next cheetahs. So the government of Madhya Pradesh is thinking might be the Kuno National Park is not comfortable to the cheetahs. That's why they are being died. So they are planning to introduce this time Gandhi Sagar National Park for introduction of next cheetahs, next batch of, and they are also thinking of moving a few animals from Kuno to safety of 80 square kilometer fenced area in Rajasthan Mukunda Hills Tiger Reserve. They are also planning to move some cheetahs from Kuno to Rajasthan Mukunda Hills Tiger Reserve. So a number of experts pointed out that this project has overestimated Kuno's carrying capacity. What is carrying capacity? The maximum load a national park can take with available resources. Means the maximum number of population a national park can support with available resources that can be taken as carrying capacity of a national park. So that carrying capacity has been overestimated by the government officials. That's why the death of the cheetahs is happening. That is a doubt of the government. So they are planning to transfer some cheetahs to Rajasthan Mukunda Hills Tiger Reserve, and they are planning to ready Gandhi Sagar National Park for next batch of cheetahs. So most of the cheetahs are currently in special enclosures and expected to be released into the wild starting once monsoon season ends. So the cheetahs are expected to released into the wild after monsoon ends, because due to monsoon also the cheetahs are dying. That is doubt of the officials. So they are not releasing the cheetahs into the forest right now. So radio collars. What is the importance of radio collars? We will see here. It is a wide band of machine belt fitted with a small radio transmitter and battery. It will have a, so the radio collar will be having a transmitter plus battery to charge. For charging battery it will have, and it will have a transmitter. So the transmitter emits a signal at specific frequency that can be tracked from up to 5 kilometers away, like Bluetooth. In using a Bluetooth we can transfer files up to some radius. In the same way, the transmitter can also track the movement of the cheetah up to 5 kilometers. So collaring of animals. So how the collaring of animals introduced? In 1970s, satellite telemetry made it possible to monitor individual birds and animals over continental distances. So after when science and technology developed, this satellite telemetry also improved. So more sophisticated, lighter tracking devices started into the things. So that they are VHF radio telemeters for even insects today. So they have, even to track insects, parasites also, they have some type of technology nowadays. First of all, satellite telemetry started in 1970s. It is a over continental distances. It's a like big complicated system, but now it has become lighter and more sophisticated, even to cater to the parasites and insects. So globally, thumb rule. What is the thumb rule here? The thumb rule we have to understand, because so we will have a doubt how the cheetah carries a belt. It do not feel suffocated, it do not feel overweight. So to solve that problem, a thumb rule is given that the radio collar weight should be 3% of cheetah weight. Means suppose the cheetah is of 60 kgs weight. So the radio collar should not be 2 kgs more than that. Okay. So the radio collar should not be 3% of the weight of the. So this formula, the radio color weight should not be more than 3% of the cheetah's body weight, is very important in environment ecology sense. You should remember this until the topic is over. Otherwise you can't understand the entire topic here. So the thumb rule you should remember. Keeping in this mind, the battery of the radio color also can't be changed when the cheetah is alive. When the cheetah is alive or wake up, it is active. Before the humans, they can't exchange the battery. When the cheetah is sleeping, they will give some sedative like injection, or in food they will add some powder or tablet. Then only after sedating the animal only they can exchange the battery inside the radio collar. Okay, and these two things you have to remember. Okay, so wildcat weigh around 400 grams, which is lighter. Modern radio collars weigh only 400 grams. They do not even weigh 2 kgs. They just weigh half kg. Half kg weight they are having. So to attach to a cheetah, to keep to a cheetah of weight between 20 to 60 kgs. The cheetah weight will be between 20 kgs to 60 kgs. So the modern radio collars will have only half kg weight. So cheetahs are hard to fit collars as their heads are not much bigger than their neck. So the cheetah's neck is very loose. Okay, the cheetah's neck is very loose and the neck is head is also not big weight. So it will look like a same shape from head to neck. So it is very difficult to attach the radio collar because it will go like loose thing. It will become like a loose one. Suppose your hand is of same size to the wrist. What happened? We can't keep the watch properly. In the same way, attaching the radio collar to the cheetah also, experts will face many problems here. So collars are designed to be lightweight and comfortable for the animals. So taking all these conditions into mind, we should make the collars comfortable to the cheetahs. Okay, whatever the things are there, the cheetah weight is 20 to 60 kgs. Radio collar should be 3% of 20 to 60 kgs only, not more than that, and their head is equals to neck size. So in this way also they feel very difficult to wear the radio collar to the cheetah. And the battery they have to exchange when sedating the animal only. When the animal is awake, the staff can't change the battery of the radio collar. Okay, so animals are reportedly under surveillance via radio collars. The animals will be observed by the forest officials or experts or forest team by the radio collars, and their movement is being tracked. See, in this picture also you can see the radio collar. Here you can observe radio collar the cheetah is wearing. Okay, radio collars are used to track and monitor the animals in the wild till 5 kilometers distance. I told you already this topic. So collars provide data on animal behavior, migration. So when we are tracking the animal, we are watching them from camera, we are able to understand their behavior, migration and dynamics also. Suppose we have a cameras installed everywhere inside a institute. What will happen? We can easily from office room, we will sit and see who are the students listening to the class, who are the students not listening, who are fighting. Like that we can observe. In the same way, the forest officials also can observe the behavior, migration and population of dynamics of the cheetahs from the cameras by keeping the radio collars to the cheetah. Okay, they are combined with GPS also. GPS tracking will also be there. Suppose a cheetah is missed inside a forest enclosure, they can find it with the radio collar, help of the radio collar. Okay. Kuno cheetahs are more vulnerable to collars. We kept collars to the cheetahs for their safety. But the reverse thing is happening. Due to the collars also, the cheetahs are dying. How it will be, we will see here. That is the problem of wet mat. Wet mat. What is the role of wet mat? Cheetahs get a wet mat thicker than lion in winters in Africa. But Indian summer time is same as summer or monsoon. Time is same as African winter. So what is happening? The animal basically it rised in Africa. It can't change its properties when it entered into India. So in summer monsoon reason, the cheetah is getting a wet coat in India. So after getting the wet coat, it is feeling discomfort, tight feeling from the radio color. When it's moving, the tightness is increasing. So obviously the cheetah will become like a hanged thing. Cheetah gets like hanged, then it is dying. And even you can observe some cheetahs got neck injuries. Neck injuries because suppose, for example, I am telling you, if our watch is very tight, what will happen? We will get a rash on the skin. At the same time, our chain is also very tight. What will happen? We will get a rash over the neck. In the same way, once the radio collar become tight to the neck of the cheetah, so what happens? Some cheetahs are getting neck injuries, neck infections. Infection because of parasites, insects present in the national park. So after they got infection, their skin is being affected. Skin is being affected slowly. After some time, their death is happening. Death of the cheetah happening. Okay. So once the cheetah got wet mat that is thicker than a lion in winters in Africa, that they used to get in summer or monsoon weather of India. So what will happen once when they are moving, the radio collar will become too tight to the neck. So some cheetahs are getting neck injuries, infection, skin infection. Then obviously they are going to die. So that is the main reason behind attaching a radio collar become a cause for cheetah's death. So here you can see 3% collar weight rule not factoring animal atheism. Okay, movement forces exerted by collars equivalent up to 5 times collar weight for lion and 18 times for cheetah. When they are moving plus wet mat conditions, the force exerted by the radio collar is equivalent to 18 times for cheetah. So this would make 400 grams radio collar weigh more than 7 kgs. So what will happen? Obviously cheetah's death will happen because if they can't lift a overweight. Suppose if some person tell you to take a rice bag, 50 kgs rice bag from one place to another by walking, what will happen? Obviously you will get stomach pain. So in the same way, after lifting this much overweight, cheetahs are getting different health problems and they are dying. Okay, and less immunity to next reason. What is the next reason of cheetah's death is less immunity to local pathogens, local infections. So vulnerable to certain local pathogens, Indian tigers and leopards may be immune. Means whatever the Indian tigers or leopards are not getting infections, that infections also these cheetahs are getting because they are not native to India. They raised in Africa. They are habituated to African weather conditions, African lifestyle. After they entered into India, they are getting different pathogen effect, different infections. These bacterial infections are also causing cheetah's deaths. Okay. So, bacterial infections out of collars are not reported in African conditions, where the skin gets a chance to dry completely between spells of rain. Means in Africa, the skin becomes dry between rain, the cheetahs do not get any rash or infection. But in India, there is continuously rain. What will happen? The skin is not drying, the skin is already wet, so it is improving a wet mat over it. So automatically the radio color becomes so tight and so heavy to the cheetah, it can't carry, it is going to die finally. So similar injuries have been noted. At least another 3 animals after 2 cheetahs in Kuno National Park died of suspected septicemia. This disease is called septicemia, means bacterial infection due to infection or injury due to radio color. This problem is called septicemia disease. They are getting inside India, neck wounds caused by radio collars. So what happened now? This death of cheetahs become a setback for reintroduction project. Whatever the cheetah reintroduction project the government is planned to this project, this is a setback. The death of cheetahs is a setback. So wearing these collars for several months in India during dry periods, they did not have issues until monsoon arrived. Means only in rain weather the cheetahs are getting issues with radio collars. They become tight and overweight, then the cheetah is dying. So monsoon or wet weather can be reason for neck injuries. Okay, and local economic impact. So but what is the impact of the project on local economy? Many people got jobs. Okay, many people got jobs out of this project, boosting land values at Kuno, and no incident of human cheetah conflict was arised till now. Means cheetahs are playing in their national park, humans are walking or they are moving outside the national park. No conflicts are happened till now, and the project is giving jobs to many people. But despite the cheetah death after bringing the from Africa is a setback to the project. The birth of 4 cheetah cubs in India, despite challenges, highlighted potential future breeding success. But some authorities used to say that we should not take this happening, death of cheetahs, as a setback to our project. Are disadvantage to our project, but some cheetahs are giving to birth to new cubs also. At that time the population will get balanced. That's the thing some experts are telling. So to track, immobilize and check all cheetahs for neck injuries, putting animals back in bombers will push the project back by several months. So to track the cheetahs, how many another cheetahs will get the neck infection and immobilize. Okay, they should not move so that they might be getting all these parasite infection and all. And check all cheetahs for neck injuries. They are keeping them into the house. They are not leaving them into the wild. So what will happen? The cheetah push of the project will be back by several months. Once they do not understand the cheetah behavior inside India, they can't import another cheetahs into India. So what will happen? The project will be backed by several months. It is irresponsible to release cheetahs without collars. So if they think the project is going late, they will release the cheetahs outside. What will happen? Some more cheetahs will die. So it is also a problem. It will become a negligence thing with all. After knowing the cheetahs are dying in the wild also. With radio collars, how do you release? The government will ask tomorrow. That's also a issue the training the staff is facing in the Kuno National Park. They can't be irresponsible releasing the cheetahs into wild without collars now. So there is no roadmap yet for next monsoon. So there is no plan for next monsoon how to maintain the cheetahs inside the national park. If these cheetahs are re-released with new radio collars, will they have to be captured again before the next monsoon? Means if the cheetahs are re-released with new radio collars, will they have to be captured again before the next monsoon? Means if with new radio collars also, if they are getting problem, again the authorities has to keep them in the cage or house. Again, the project will go late by several months. So if they leave the cheetah like that only, it will become a irresponsible act. That is the issue here. So high mortality rate, low survival rates of cubs further emphasized challenges of adapting new environment. So low survival rate. Some cubs can't adjust to the Indian environment, so they are dying. So this has also become now a new challenge to our project. So one side the adults are dying. So one side the adults are dying due to radio colors, okay, and one side the cubs are dying due to weather of India. So these two things pose a challenge to Indian government regarding the cheetah project. Okay, inadequate home range establishment, inability of cheetahs to establish permanent home ranges in Kuno. Okay, with most confined to enclosures, raise concerns about their long-term adaptation. Means some cheetahs do not even establish their proper houses inside the forest because they can't adjust at Kuno National Park. That also become a new challenge to this project now. So ethical issues came now. You bring a new animal from Africa to India, but they can't survive here, they are dying. This will bring many integrity and ethical issues, and the MOU between India and Africa may be cancelled because of this cheetah's death. So next time also the project implementation may not be possible. That's also a thing now. So what are the challenges faced by cheetahs at Kuno National Park? So ecological and environmental changes, impact of circadian rhythm differences. This one I already explained you in before slide. That is, when there is winter in Africa, we have monsoon or rainy season in India. So in this time, the cheetahs are getting a wet coat so that the radio colors will become so weight. They can't tolerate the weight of the radio color, so they are getting rashes, injuries, and finally they are dying. Okay, this rhythmic effect we should avoid because we are getting some experts, geographical experts says that you are getting the cheetahs from Africa. That's why you are facing the problem, because African weather is different, Indian weather is different. But if we get a cheetah from near to northern hemisphere, okay, so then we might not get this problem. Some people are telling that. We can see here, due to differences in circadian rhythms between northern and southern hemisphere, some cheetahs developed thick winter coats during Indian summer and monsoon anticipated African winter. So to avoid these complications, India considering sourcing new cheetahs from Somalia, Tanzania, Sudan. Means whoever the countries near to northern hemisphere, if we get cheetahs from there, they will have similar weather compared to India. In that case, they might not get problem. That is some expert suggestion regarding this project. Equator and near to equator or northern hemisphere, we have to get the cheetahs. And need for meta-population approach. Means Kuno can't support a self-sustaining cheetah population. Shift towards managing meta-population across central and western India. Means authorities wrongly estimated Kuno carrying capacity. What is carrying capacity of a national park? Already I told you, that is maximum load of a national park, that it survives the population with giving resources. So experts suggest that the Kuno can't support meta-population. That is the thing, that's why the cheetahs are dying. So they are surveyed sites of central India, okay, and KNP rated highest because of suitable habitat and adequate prey base. Already we discussed it, why Kuno is selected for cheetahs growth. Means suitable habitat, adequate prey base, and human settlements are not there near to the park. So they decided to implement the project in Kuno National Park. But now they decided low prey base density. Means low prey base density. The overall prey base density at Kuno is around 22 out of 35 to 40 required. So, and carrying capacity. The carrying capacity are also wrongly estimated. The carrying capacity of Kuno also wrongly estimated. So, the conservation efforts will safeguard the prey base, including threatened species, and protect other endangered species in grasslands and open forest ecosystems. So, what is the plan of the project? Along with conserving the cheetah, they have to improve the ecosystem of the forest, and at the same time they have to protect the prey base of the cheetah. Okay, and capable of supporting 21 cheetahs, and it's likely to be only wildlife site in the country where villages have completely relocated within the park. So they thought the carrying capacity of Kuno National Park is enough, and it is excluded from human settlement, so it is more suitable to cheetah population. But they got doubt after cheetah death that they wrongly decided Kuno National Park for cheetah reintroduction project. So Kuno also provides possibility of harboring 4 of the big cats. So Kuno already have 4 of the big cats, that is tiger, lion, leopard and cheetah. The all 4 Kuno is having, enabling them to coexist as they have in the past. The other sites recommended. So the government authorities, after cheetah's death, as a setback to the cheetah reintroduction project, decided to consider other sites in India, inside India, for reintroduction project. What are the sites? Let us see now. In MP, Naura Devi Wildlife Sanctuary, Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary, and Bainsorgar Wildlife Sanctuary Complex in Rajasthan, Shagar Bhalj in Jaisalmer, and Mukunda Tiger Reserve. So these all are the other sites they are considering for this reintroduction project. 1, 2, 3, okay, and 4, 5. Okay, so 5 sites they are considering now for next reintroduction. To manage cheetah population in KNP, currently Gandhi Sagar and Naura Devi Wildlife Sanctuaries are being considered, and this is 6th and this is 7th. This is 5th only. Already we got in 2nd, so this is 6th site. So conclusion. What is the conclusion? Cheetah reintroduction program achieved some notable success, such as initial reintroduction efforts and positive economic impacts. However, significant challenges remain, including high mortality rates, environmental and ethical concerns, and need to be broader and more sustainable approach to cheetah conservation. So, by this cheetah deaths, authorities understand that more efforts are needed to conserve the cheetah inside India. So, the program's future success will be depend on addressing these challenges. So once they address the present challenges, then only they improve the cheetah project. In future, they reintroduce the cheetahs inside India that they are planning.